The first Mideast peace talks in 3 years are set to begin tomorrow in Washington, following Israel's decision today to release 104 Palestinian prisoners. The prisoner issue had been a major stumbling block to negotiations between Israel and the Palestinian Authority. Our State Department correspondent Margaret Brennan joins us now. Margaret, why does Secretary Kerry think this can succeed now?
Well, Secretary Kerry calls this conflict the granddaddy of them all. It's sort of the big win here, and he thinks that his personal relationships and his personal diplomacy can get talks going and possibly have progress here. But there's some criticism that maybe this hyper-focus is misplaced. It's not an issue at the top of the White House to-do list, and you've got Egypt simmering, you've got a civil war in Syria, so there's a lot of pressure, but the bar's pretty low for success here. I mean, getting him to the table is not the same thing as figuring out the status of Jerusalem or halting Israeli settlements in Palestinian land.
Well, let's talk about that more. We just talked about what's happening in Egypt. Clarissa Ward is there. Why would Secretary Kerry focus then on this issue?
Right. This issue isn't necessarily at the nexus of U.S. national security issues right now, but from Secretary Kerry's perspective, it's part of a puzzle, really. And he thinks that this pressure of what's happening in Syria, what's happening in Egypt, makes it look for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu like he can settle what's happening in his own backyard, perhaps a little easier, handle an issue that's central to Israel's security, and perhaps create an environment that prevents another Palestinian type of uprising, an Arab Spring right there in his own backyard. So perhaps the pressure can build towards some diplomacy here.
Margaret Brennan, thank you.